Welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because, well, we're looking at one of the most powerful, direct, and just completely action-oriented tools in the entire English language. Okay, let's dive right into this. Today, we're breaking down 100 command sentences in English. We're going to look at the exact mechanics of how we tell people what to do, how we ask for favors politely, and how we literally shape the actions of the world around us using just a few simple words.
But before we actually get to the examples, I want you to do something for me. Listen closely. Notice what I just did there? Listen closely. I gave you a command. But wait a second. Every complete sentence in English is supposed to have a subject and a verb, right? So if the verb is listen, who's the subject? Think about it for a second. Who is the secret missing word in every single command sentence? Just keep that in the back of your mind as we move forward.
To answer that question, we kind of need to look at the formal definition. Command sentences are technically called imperative sentences. These are the sentences we use to give orders, make requests, offer advice, provide instructions, or issue warnings. And here is the secret. They start right with a base verb, and they feature an implicit you. That's right, the hidden subject is always you. I don't need to say, you listen closely. I just say, listen closely. We completely strip away the fluff and get right to the action.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover the anatomy of a command, then orders and polite requests, step-by-step instructions, helpful advice for life, and finally, warnings and everyday uses.
Okay, section 1, anatomy of a command, grammatical rules. So, a command starts directly with the base verb. Open, run, be. There's no confusing build-up at all. It just tells you what the action is immediately. And as we just mentioned, the subject is that omitted but totally understood you. But what if we want someone to stop doing something? The crucial point here is that negative forms simply use do not or don't right before that base verb. Think don't touch. And finally, because, humans are social creatures, we have built-in modifiers like please or kindly to make these blunt instruments a whole lot more polite.
Now, punctuation is actually huge here. It completely changes the intensity of the sentence. A period maps to a standard calm tone. It's just a simple fact of life, like wash your hands. It's calm, routine. But swap that period for an exclamation mark, and it instantly signals high intensity, urgency, or even anger. Don't touch that. You can literally feel the difference in the delivery, right? Punctuation is basically the visual volume knob for your commands. Moving on to section 2, orders and polite requests, direct versus polite. Listen to this. Open the window. It's just 3 little words, but it really packs a punch. This is a direct order. It's firm. When you use a sentence like this, you're asserting authority. You aren't asking for a favor, you're directing an outcome. Things like close the door, stand still, do your homework. These are very blunt, forceful directives. Now, it's incredibly easy to change that dynamic. We can go from the blunt, open the window, to could you open the window, please? By simply adding politeness modifiers like please and phrasing it as a could you request, we instantly soften the blow. We transform a blunt command into a collaborative request. It's still an imperative at its core. You still really want that window open, but you're inviting the person to help you rather than ordering them to serve you. Let's look at a few more examples of these polite appeals. Kindly wait here. Give me a hand with this bag. Let me know your opinion. Please don't forget to call. These sentences build cooperation. They sound warm and inviting. You're still directing the action. You want them to wait or help or call, but the grammatical packaging ensures that the listener feels respected, not bossed around. Section 3, step-by-step instructions guiding actions. This brilliantly illustrates exactly how we build processes. Step 1, turn on the computer. Step 2, connect the charger. Step 3, upload your files. Step 4, click the submit button. It's methodical, clear. Notice how every single step begins with an action verb. Turn, connect, upload, click. When we need to teach someone how to do something, you don't use flowery descriptions. You rely on a chain of direct commands to create a clear, actionable path. In fact, read the instructions carefully is a command itself. Whether you're building furniture, setting up new software, or cooking a meal, instructions rely entirely on these verb-first directives to get the job done without any ambiguity. Section 4, helpful advice for life. Life suggestions. Get enough sleep, eat healthy meals, stay positive, choose your friends wisely, don't be afraid to ask questions. These are imperative sentences, grammatically identical to open the window, but the intention is entirely different. These examples highlight the supportive side of imperatives. You're using the most direct grammatical structure we have to offer warm, encouraging guidance for someone's well-being. It's directness fueled by empathy.
Section 5, Warnings and Everyday Uses, Safety and Life.
So picture a dangerous situation. You really don't have time to say, "Excuse me, I think it might be a bad idea for you to put your hand over there." No way. You yell, "Don't touch that wire." It's urgent. It's an immediate negative command, and that exclamation point is working overtime here. In moments of danger, the imperative sentence literally has life-saving power because of its incredible speed and clarity. But right alongside those urgent safety warnings, we have the casual rhythm of everyday life. Watch your step, or stay indoors during the storm, are warnings, sure. But then we have hurry up, or text me later, or even paying for a coffee and saying, keep the change. These are all commands too. We use them constantly, effortlessly, seamlessly weaving these action-oriented sentences into our days, often barely even noticing we're issuing directives. I want to wrap up our summary of these 100 commands by sharing this specific two-part imperative directly from our source material. Try your best, keep learning. It's actionable, it's encouraging, and it perfectly encapsulates how simple verbs can be used to just propel us forward.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer today. We've seen how stripping away the fluff and starting with a verb gives you incredible power. Power to warn, power to guide, power to request, and power to encourage. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Every time you drop the subject and start a sentence with an action, you are directing the world around you. What reality will you shape with your next command? Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll see you next time.